trust me, come with a real. He hip in the front seat, get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling that tank, rolling with the gang. You sick and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
Hello, chaps.
Hello,
It's your
mate.
mate Eazy, joined by my mate Spin More Racks, Young Chris in the titty booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos.
Titty booth.
Titty booth. We did used to have a titty booth. Rip Mondays.
Rip
Check it
Mondays.
Off rip. Hit the like button. If you guys are watching us live, if you guys listen to us on the audio platform like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please make sure you guys leave us a 5-star review. We were not always on Apple Podcasts.
What?
It's fairly new,
It is.
so we're trying to play catch up.
We are.
We've been called dead weights.
We have.
In the corporate settings of Woodward Sports, and we're trying to come back to life.
We are.
We are. Let's leave that 5-star review.
You should.
You should. Money Badger re-signed with the Detroit Lions.
Money
Spinny.
Badger re-signed.
That's a polarizing figure on the current Detroit Lions roster.
Is it?
No? Oh yeah. Oh, I guess we just have Justin.
Yeah.
I
Justin
don't mind it
just
so
hates
much.
him.
Yeah, but Justin definitely hates him.
Yeah, I thought he was solid last year.
So you're not a Money Badger hater?
No. Are you?
No.
No, I thought he was solid.
Justin just hates him that much that I bought into there was like a group of these humans.
Yeah.
JB, you hate him?
No, I don't have a problem with him. I mean,
Not hate him. I guess it's the wrong word. Like, is it a
Yeah.
good signing?
Dislike him.
Maybe we'll just do that. Is it a good signing? 'Cause you know what else this means, right? Like, Moody, or what's the kicker's name I'm thinking of?
Moody.
Michigan kid?
yeah, Jake Moody.
Moody.
Is he off the board now?
Yes.
Like, why? I'd rather have Jake Moody for sure than Money Badger.
You'd rather waste a, 5th round pick on him?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. The way this free agency's been
You
going.
heard it now. Easy doesn't trust Brad Holmes. No.
Chris, what do you think? Jake Moody's supposed to be him, by the way. Like, this is.
He had a good pro day. He only missed one kick. From 50, it was 57 yards out.
He is a
cashed
Detroit Lions fan, too.
63-yarder.
Yeah, I'm going against it. Give Brad Holmes more draft picks on other positions. Like, give Brad Holmes all of the 5th, 6th, 4th round draft picks you can. I'm good with it. So I don't really care too much. I don't think it's a big deal.
Make sure you get Beth in her bullshit green on camera as she's leaving the studio. Does not count as green.
Yeah, that doesn't count as green.
Definitely doesn't
does
count as
not.
green. You're
It's
getting
like gray.
benched. Yeah, it kind of is gray. Wow. Sugar Mom just broke up with us.
Yeah.
Rude.
Rude.
Rip to our sugar mama.
You want to go off in an intro though. You
I
said.
did. I mean, go off. I'm just,
Go off, King.
shout out. Spartan Nation, Green White, baby. They doing that thing. Fuck them USC Trojans, boy. Spartans over Trojans all day. I thought Brad Pitt taught you that. That shit's hype, bro.
That's a bar.
Thank you. It was a good win. Great win for Michigan State. Obviously, every win in the tournament is a good win. And, you got to make the tournament to win in the tournament, first of all. That's the biggest thing. Is you got to get there if you want to win. And it was impressive. The defense in the second half was stifling, man. They were Izzo must have cut into their asses in the halftime break because they came out in that second half and they locked down USC for a long stretch of time. They went like 3.5 minutes without scoring at one point.
Yeah.
It was impressive to see that. Jaden Akins had a couple great plays, made some big buckets. It got scary at the end because couldn't hit free throws. Could not hit any free throws. A.J. Hogard missed the front end of a one-on-one twice. Joey Hauser missed the front end of a one-on-one. Matty Sissoko missed the front end of a one-on-one. But then they got it together, and they knocked them down, and they got the win. And so it's impressive. We'll see who they're playing next. It's probably going to be Marquette, and that's going to be a tough matchup for Michigan State because Marquette eats in the paint, and Michigan State is a little weak in the paint, although they didn't look like it today. But USC doesn't have the type of offense that Marquette does. So if it is Marquette that moves on to the next round to face Michigan State, that's going to be a tough matchup for the Spartans. But man, it was great to see them play like that. It was great to see them get out in the open court. The way they get the ball down the court after a make, which USC didn't have a lot of in the second half, but when after a make, Michigan State is on your ass. They get down the court fast and they're into transition buckets. it's impressive, man. The guard play. I don't expect this team to make a run in the tournament. If they're playing Marquette, I wouldn't take them to beat Marquette, but anything is possible, especially, Kevin Garnett, with how they shoot the ball. They shot the ball well. They got cold a little bit at the end of the first half, but then they picked it up, and they were making plays. Their guard play, they got a 3-guard rotation, man, that is dangerous. Like with Tyson Walker, A.J. Hoggard, and Jaden Akins, that is a fantastic 3-guard rotation, and guard play is everything in the tournament. So we'll see if they can add on to that. Obviously, that win is going to give them a lot of confidence going forward, and it was just impressive. It was an impressive win. Like I said, the defense really ramped up. You saw Maddie in the second half just swat the shit out of USC player. I forget his name, but sent that shit into the first row. It was impressive stuff on the defensive side of the ball for Michigan State. And, Michigan fans could talk shit like James M. MSU getting bounced in the next round. You got to make the tournament to get bounced in the tournament, brother.
Nice.
So, all I'm saying, I didn't expect much from this team. I did expect them to win this game, and they went out there and did it. Do I expect them to beat Marquette if Marquette ends up winning? No, I don't. But still, it's good. It's a good dub. Let's try to build onto that and get into that Sweet 16. I'd love to see it.
What up, Chris?
Yeah, to go off Spencer's point, so I have one of my boys, shout out Tyler, he's one of my close friends. He's a big U of M slappy, like an absolute U of M slappy. I had Braylon one time shout him out in a snap video, and like that made his year. Like, dude is that much of a Michigan slappy. And so I'm texting him trying to see what he's doing yesterday night because we're going out, and he goes can't leave the house. Basketball's on, NCAA, and I was like, okay, March Madness, I get it, whatever. And then he just kept going on and on about it, and then I just go, what time does Michigan tip off? And he was so hurt.
Yeah.
Speaking of being hurt, Jamaal Williams with some less than flattering comments about the Detroit Lions offer to him and free agency. We also had some information come out about that too through I believe it was Dave Burkett.
Yep.
His original contract was something similar to what David Montgomery got. Of course, we're going to talk about that when we get back from the break. Cam Sutton spoke with.
I didn't see that original contract number.
I'll see. I'll try to find the article. It's on the Free Press. But other than that, obviously UFC 286 tomorrow. Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards.
Yep.
Still weird that Leon's the actual champion.
It is.
Kamaru's the challenger.
I think Kamaru's going to dog walk him.
We got a bunch of guests coming through for that one. Obviously, we got to hit up our guy, Jeff Fife, from the Morning Woodward Show. He's going to be joining us. I'm going to hit him up. Hopefully, he brings a pack of brewskis because we are going to be celebrating the holiday after the show. And let us know where we should go, by the way, too. We're in, like, the Greater Royal Oak area. Is that a term? Greater Royal Oak area?
Just Royal Oak area.
Other than that, though, Rob Font joined the show as well.
Yes.
Talking UFC with us. That is the number 6 overall bantamweight in the Ultimate Fighting Championship organization. He's going to be hopping in with us. And, of course, 638, I just want to revisit it because Jeff's going to be here with us. Scoot versus Brandon Miller. I'm curious. I haven't heard of Jeff's point of view on this one. I know Chris is transitioned from a Scoot guy to, I believe, Brandon Miller now.
I was never really set either way. It's just he was considered the consensus. He was considered the consensus number 2, and as somebody that didn't yet even get into the prospects, I was just saying that if there's a clear 1 and 2 in the draft, you take number 2 if you get number 2. That was my whole point. It wasn't that I was against Brandon Miller. I didn't even really know too much about Brandon Miller or about Scoot at that point. I just heard that he was a clear number 2 prospect, and I was saying that Detroit wasn't in a position of luxury to be able to take somebody that was based on fit rather than talent. Because as you can see, his team is the worst team in the league. It needs talent.
Yeah.
That was all it was. It wasn't a Scoot versus Brandon Miller thing.
That's not what I heard. Heard you're a big Scoot guy. You want a 3-guard rotation. Not even rotations. On the court at all times.
You just want Scoot so bad so Ivy can leave. Let's
No.
just
I don't
call
want
it
Scoot
spade
at
a
all.
spade.
Well, that's incorrect. I'm a Miller guy.
You love Scoot Henderson.
It's been Miller time for me the whole time. Miller, I'm in. I mean, actually, there was a little hiccup there with Miller.
Yeah.
Still kind of a sketchy situation. Maybe we'll talk to Jeff about that one too. Outside of that, we had a comment on our live stream, post live stream, and people want us to take more callers. So I'm down to do that if you guys are down to call in. And then we got some good question. And 542, that's a good topic, Spinny. How big of a jump do we expect the Detroit Lions defense to make? We're talking about Hutch sack predictions. We're talking about who's going to get interceptions. And the last one's kind of crazy. But maybe it happens. Pro Bowlers?
You don't think there'll be anybody on that? I do.
Did I make you say it now, or I make you save it?
I'll save it.
Okay. My ADD also just read that as pro blowers. Made me think
sense.
of Jamaal Murray's girlfriend.
Jamaal Murray's girlfriend in the news again.
Oh man.
Throat goat.
Jamal Murray at the Pistons game had a fan kicked out because he was reminding Jamal about how great his girlfriend is at
Slob and knob.
yeah.
True talent. Max contract.
Max contract for
Yeah,
sure.
that was max contract ever. That
For
shit.
sure. For sure.
I didn't even know that was a thing, by the way. I didn't even know until like that happened last night.
Yeah.
Poor Jamal Murray's got to go through it again. Which really is, as long as it was like his
Yeah.
video, then maybe it's not even that bad for her, probably, or her dad.
That Andrew Wiggins shit.
That is crazy.
That-
I didn't know what the situation was.
I didn't either.
Will you sent it in the chat?
No, they talked about it on the show. That was their real.
Do you think that's true?
I mean, yeah, he's been out for what, a couple
2
weeks
weeks?
now
Yeah.
with family reasons.
Just
Is what it's
personal.
listed in, personal reasons.
No timetable for
And
return.
apparently, his kids might not be his kids.
That's fucking
Apparently,
sick.
his, or allegedly, I'm not, obviously we don't
Yeah,
know.
we don't know what's going on for sure.
His wife allegedly was stepping out with his best friend.
Oh, hell no.
I guess like if I'm rooting for radio, that like that's the story to roll with. But I'm only bringing this up because I saw on Twitter somebody like posted a photo of like them celebrating like one of their kids' birthday or something like that, like 2 days ago or something. So I don't know if it's like necessarily.
Well, I mean,
like from his story, I should say.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's fucked if true. And like, it's fucked. Like you don't even have a kid, and it's fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
Imagine having a kid, bro. Like, there's nothing like the love you have for your child. It's truly like
Like Chris and his cat.
you can't even. No, not at all. Shut
Just the exact
fuck
same.
up. Shut the fuck up.
Literally.
But
word
it's
for word.
it's an unspeakable love, and to find out that's not your
It is.
kid this whole time, bro. I couldn't even imagine.
Dude, I'd be devastated.
I couldn't imagine, dude.
You'd be devastated if that wasn't your cat.
Dude, I'd be devastated. I'd be bawling my eyes out if that wasn't my cat.
You know, I hate. No offense to you. You if you want, upload a photo of your cat. I do want to see your cat. But the people who like get those tabby cats and like, oh, look at my cat, it's so cute. When it looks like every single fucking tabby cat you've ever seen in your entire fucking. There's nothing unique about a tabby cat. They're
My
for
cat's
free all
tabby.
over the fucking place.
Yeah, you can just grab one off the street.
Literally.
Yeah.
Why are you impressed by that cat of all cats?
My
Relax,
cat was
bro.
literally from the street. Like it was found. It was like the whole litter was abandoned,
Yeah.
and it was nursed back to house, brought back to life.
There used to be a pack of feral cats that would roll down Gunson
I believe it.
in East Lansing.
Yeah.
There's like 6 or 7 of them. Them hoes just walking around.
If they came in waves,
Looking mean, dude.
how many cats do you think you could take on?
By myself, like,
Just you. No weapons.
until I got tired.
You're in this room.
I have a lot of talks about this with my friends because, like,
How many waves of cats you take on?
no, like different animals. Because,
Okay.
like, I'm convinced every person in this room should have enough faith in themselves to kill a wolf, like in a one-on-one fight.
But the wolves are never one-on-one, though.
But I'm just saying, a one-on-one fight with you and a wolf with your bare hands.
I don't know.
We're higher on the food chain for a reason. I've talked about it. Imagine, like, worst case scenario, it gets your arm, you get its arm. Mm-hmm. It is so much more compromised if you break its arm and then if it bites your
Yeah.
arm.
It's an arm leg.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
dude, it's done for.
So how many cats? How many waves of
lot.
cats?
Like, how many at a time? How many are
We're
in a
starting
wave?
at one.
I do want to say.
And each like round.
Oh, it
you
keeps
got,
going
you got,
up?
Yeah, you gotta live with the
Yeah.
fact
Like,
that
it
you
goes
just killed
1,
like
and then 2,
3 cats.
and then 3, and then
Yeah.
4. In this room, I could get up to 10 very easily.
What about JB? How do you think JB's getting?
I think I could get up to 15. Like,
Just 15 cats?
could I use what?
Or 15
like, I
levels?
could use my surroundings. Like,
Yeah,
pick
yeah,
up
yeah.
those helmets.
What if like like your weapons expire like after you use them?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't use weapons for the first like 5 rounds.
Yeah, you got to go first 6 rounds without weapons.
Yeah.
Dog, can you imagine 15 cats attacking you at once?
I will say.
That's horrifying.
Me and my
actually.
friends, I'm telling you, me and my friends talk about this all the time. Because they like think I'm so crazy, but then I like explain them to them.
Well, yeah, that made sense after you explained it.
About the wolf, like, you should believe we're high on the food chain for a reason. We have thumbs, we have brains, like.
Wolf's attacking you like, ha ha!
Yeah.
Back
What are
off!
you gonna do now, bitch? You know, it's.
All right.
I don't get crazy with it. Like some people are like, oh, I could kill a gorilla, and like, no, you're not. You're not killing a gorilla. You're not killing any monkey.
There was a
Outside of
video
like the little ones, like chimps would.
There was like
F you up.
4 like bodybuilders, and they were playing tug of war with a female lioness.
Yeah.
And she was winning.
Yeah. Oh no,
Like-
jungle cats, not a
Yeah,
chance.
yeah. No chance. No chance. But you know, you do have a chance at speeding up your rental with Alta.
Alta.
All right, guys, Alta. It's where uptime matters. Alta Equipment's got everything you need to get the job done. You got a big project coming up, Alta Rent's got you covered. Make sure you guys give them a call today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment, where
Uptime.
matters. The Woodward Heavyweights will be right back.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
At work and at home. We're there with smarter security solutions, featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Just kidding.
What up, Coach? Your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spinmo Rags. Yo, Chris and TD moved. JB smooth the 1s and 2s. Right before we came back, he literally goes, I think we should keep this wolf topic going. It's pretty hot. You're the only motherfucker, I promise, that wants to talk
I
about
could talk
wolves
about this
right
shit
now.
for hours. I'm telling you. I will defend this.
I'm
will
with
defend
you.
this point
I-
until an inch of my life.
I think we've all conceded that, yeah, you should be able to kill at
Like,
least one
wolves are
wolf.
big, but an average wolf is not like you picture like alpha wolf. No, you're talking about an average wolf.
No one's arguing you.
I'm
Relax.
just saying,
Relax.
it gets me hot because like you gotta believe in yourself.
But we believe you.
I believe in all of you. You can all do it. I believe everybody in the
Chris
chat
is
can
definitely
do it.
dying to
Chris
a wolf.
might, yeah.
Oh, I can. I got reach on everything.
Couldn't even fight Owen. No, but
All right.
Sad.
Please make sure you guys leave us a 5-star review on any podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please make sure you guys leave a like button. There's a Woodward Sports chat book. 5th? Wow, a lot of you are very confident in yourselves. 50% of you think you can take on, in waves, 11 to 15 cats. I'm talking about like by wave 15, you're fighting 15
cats at a time, yeah.
I imagine you got to get at least 2 at that point. Like, just by like,
Oh,
stop.
bro, like, I'm telling you,
You got to get 2 with each stop.
I could get really dark with this because we talked about
Go it. I want the cat answer. I fuck this wolf answer.
it's the same kind of thing. We talked about
It's a cat versus a wolf. What do you mean
friends,
same kind of thing?
it's a different conversation.
Okay.
But it's pretty similar because my friend talked about his dog's name's Cheerio, and she's like a
Cheerio?
little wiener dog mixed with something else.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Do you think you could take 30 bloodlusted Cheerios right now?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, you get a couple of them, then start using their bodies as weapons.
Yeah.
And like,
That's what I'm thinking.
it's like you grab one,
You know
like grab
what's
one of those
crazy?
cats.
I almost feel like the cats are like 30 Cheerios. There's a wiener dog.
Yeah.
I almost feel like 30 cats are
Would be-
more deadly than 30 Cheerios.
1,000%.
Like wiener dogs are like so like non-threatening. and-
1,000%.
Yeah.
Because cats can jump high as fucking shit.
Fast
but
as
like,
shit. Claws.
I'm telling
They
you,
got
bro.
strong claws.
Yeah.
A lot of my
Super
time
cat guy.
when
Yeah,
I'm chilling,
super strong
when I'm
claws.
chilling with the boys, a lot of time gets devoted into conversations like this. So I'm always down to talk about this.
My cat's a crazy fighter, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I trained him that way.
Justin Station, the Woodward Sports chat, says can't fight cats. That's a fact.
You can fight cats.
Did he just want us to read that out loud?
I don't know.
Why can't you fight a cat? Because it's too fast?
They'd be fast, but like if they're coming in, like to do any serious damage, it had to get to your throat. And if it's at my throat, like, or I'm just snatching that boy out of the air and tossing.
And they got like baby teeth. Like they're sharp. You know?
Their claws, yeah, they can do some damage if they really wanted to.
Well,
but
yeah. No, my cat. I'll send a picture in Slack too. My cat has literal fangs.
Yeah,
like
most cats do.
It's like when they grow up, they're actually kind of decently.
And like you
strong
said,
teeth,
in like a
but
room like this, like you got a lot of good weapons. We got
Yeah.
football helmets,
Oh,
got
there's
a
a
bowling
microphone.
pin, a microphone,
Laptop.
this little
The fan.
top to the
Take
thing.
the fucking top
Cords.
off the fan.
Yeah, the cords, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, a
You
mini
could attach the
fridge.
cattail to the fans.
I'd wait for the final wave of 15, and as they spawn, just toss the mini fridge at them. Take out as many as I can in one. Just
Would you rather fight a spinny-sized cat?
okay. This is a good question. Or a cat-sized Spenny? Definitely a cat-sized Spenny, easily.
Yeah.
A Spenny-sized cat is a fucking jungle cat.
15 cat-sized spinnies.
15 cat-sized Spennies.
Next, they'd fuck you up.
That'd be way easier.
You'd rather fight 15 cat-sized spinnies?
Yes.
They have thumbs.
Yeah, but a jungle cat is a cat-sized me is like
Apex
a
predator.
puma or something. You know,
That's
like
fair.
a mountain lion.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You
What's
can't
scares
take
you
out a
more?
mountain lion unless you have some kind of weapon.
Quickly.
No way you're beating one of those with your bare hands.
We have an actual topic to get to, but we're just so far into this one that the other topics wouldn't get enough justice.
Yeah, no, we got to do a
Wouldn't be
full
given fair
segment on that for sure.
So anyway, wolves.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, like, you know how they fight. They hunt in packs, first of all. So
Yeah.
if it's one-on-one, which it would rarely be.
I want to go to the wolf one.
But in this scenario, it is one-on-one. They wouldn't know what to do. You buff up, run at it, it would get scared. How they hunt, they circle and they go for the neck. So you put it, worst case scenario, wait for it to lunge at you, give it your arm, put it on its back, donezo. You get one arm, one hand around any of the limbs or the neck, game over.
Online sports talk says the pain you'd be in from one cat would suck.
No, not a chance. Adrenaline pumping, you're fighting for
Yeah.
your life. Like, you're not feeling little.
Yeah, like little scratches.
No,
like,
cats can do some, like, regular cats can do some damage, but the only way they do, like, actual life-threatening damage to you is if they're getting your throat or your eyes.
Oh, 15. Someone's getting your eye.
No, I'm constantly moving. I'm telling.
Are
When
they
it comes
smart?
Especially
Are
if
these
you're in
smart
this room, you
cats?
can
They
use
are-
that.
they are
dash.
like-
Aimlessly like attacking.
no, they're like bloodlusted cats. Like,
Yeah.
So they're trying to eat you.
they're trying to get you. Yeah.
And if you can use that desk, like if we're using this room as an example, that desk is a great
It's an
just
advantage.
advantage.
It's an advantage.
How?
They got to jump up to that,
Yeah.
which cats can. Cats can jump, but
Cats can jump high.
I'd rather just see them. Because if I don't see who
Or you could just lock yourself in the booth, let one in one at a time,
You'd be all sweaty as fuck.
open the door, let one in. Like, you got
In the door.
using your brains, biggest tool you have. Like, I'm just thinking of all the weapons that I could use. Like, I'd be ripping the doors off those cabinets,
TVs.
TVs. Yeah. Like, I'd take the chair apart, use every different piece of the chair. There's 3 of them. Pens.
JB, how many waves of cats? Like one wave, one cat, gone. Second wave, 2 cats. Third wave, 3, you know what I'm saying?
Probably maybe 6 or 7.
You're setting yourself short, bro.
yeah.
6 or 7. Like I said,
You could blow
I
through
don't
6
mess
or
with
7.
cats. I have despised cats for a while. I'm not a cat
That makes it
person
better.
at all.
That gives you
an advantage.
yeah,
Just to
like
be
you
aggressive.
already had the aggression towards
Internal
them.
motivation.
Yeah. I think
don't-
everybody in this room could at least get to 12.
I agree with that.
At the very least. Especially with all the weapons at our disposal.
Doesn't matter if you have one
You guys
ass
wanna see
cheek
my
and 3
cat?
toes. I
Doesn't
will beat
matter
your
if you're
ass.
1 cat or 3 cats. I will whoop your ass.
Online sports talk. Call in, please. I want to hear this story. He says, and it's all caps.
Look up stray cat.
Stray cat attacks, man.
Bro,
I feel like this isn't copywritten, so I'm going to find this and
that
send it
is
to you,
like,
Chris.
but that's like somebody not expecting it. The cat probably jumped him from behind and grabbed onto his neck. If you're face to face with a cat and you're ready to go, like, fight. Like Mortal Kombat style, the wave starts, it comes in. Not a chance.
How many do you think Jeff's taken down?
Same. Like, at least 12.
Do you think because Rob fights, like Rob Font, like...
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's taking more cats than us?
Sure.
Yeah. Because he trains to fight humans, though.
But also, like I said, once you get to over wave 10, you're going to have to start using weapons.
All right. This video, I'm going to send it to Chris. It's really not that bad. I'm honestly not even going to send it to Chris now. There's no way this guy actually online sports. You'd have to send that to us on Twitter if there's one that's like scarier than what I'm watching. That made me think for sure 15.
For sure 15.
For sure 15. But once like you said, once they get to your eyes.
Yeah, bro. I put one of the helmets on. Used it as armor.
That's smart. Dude,
smart. I'm telling you, I've thought about this kind of stuff a lot.
What if it was a Michigan helmet? Would you still put on the Michigan helmet? Would you refuse?
I'd use the Michigan helmet as a weapon. I'd put on the state helmet or the Lions helmet.
All right, well, cats are very hurtful. Cats have hurt Jamaal Williams' feelings, and we're going to get to that one.
That is true.
Let's hop to a break a little bit early. I promise you guys we'll come back and talk about Jamaal Williams taking shots at the Detroit Lions a little bit.
Throwing a little shots.
You got to get in shape to fight a cat.
We're definitely going to talk that. We got the audio bite, so we're going to play that for you and then discuss how we feel about it. But first, let me tell you where you can get into prime cat fighting shape. And that is Planet Fitness, because Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full-body workout in just 30 minutes in the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $10 a month. But how could you pull up to Planet Fitness and forget the perks? Because if you got the black card, you can get all kinds of perks like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and unlimited access to over 2,000 locations around the world. So make sure you go inside or register online at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
You're about to be shell-shocked. The catch of the day is in. Big Boy Seafood Fest is officially back. Join us for some of your favorites like our popcorn shrimp and pike perch platters and our classic fish and chips. This year, we've reeled in some fresh catches like our shrimp Alfredo, shrimp stir fry, and our fish sandwich. And especially, don't forget about our all-you-can-eat Friday night fish fry buffet. Every day is a fish fry at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the three biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
I bet you if there was a cat in the studio, the energy would be way different as a mother. Way different. Yeah, probably none, because I love cats. Type energy, you feel me? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights, a.k.a. the Cat Fighters, 15-0, undefeated, never lost.
Never lost.
We are live at WoodwardSports.com. We got young Chris, the TD Move, JP Smooth. I'm Eazy. It's my guy Spinny with the Woodward Heavyweights. I said that part, 5-star review, all that good stuff. It's time to get to addressing something kind of awkward for me, at least.
It's weird. It's weird.
It's mad weird. This is a dude we loved.
Yep.
Jamaal Williams.
He was a fan favorite by far.
Taking shots at us.
I gave him a Goku statue. He ghosted me.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked. But
foreshadowing.
No, yeah.
His villain arc.
Yeah, this is villain arc. Good thing I
What?
Nothing. I don't know. Good thing I put rocks in there and didn't give him the actual statue.
Where it's just a drawing of the statue at the back of the box.
But we have the audio, Chris, if you want to play this real quick.
I didn't get to see this yet.
Jamaal Williams introductory press conference with the New Orleans Saints talking about why he left the Detroit Lions?
Basically they've been done with him. I could tell, but it's just like the offer they gave me, I feel like was very just disrespectful and just showing that they really, really didn't want me to really be there like that. But it's all love. Like, I know my teammates, everybody there at the Detroit Lions have love for me and all that. But at the same time, it's just we couldn't come to terms with things. And it's just funny. It's just all. It's funny to me because at the end of the day, I know the blessings are still coming just for me being who I am, just being a 100% genuine person.
Was that all he said? Was there more?
He just kept going on saying like blessings and.
Someone in the Woodward Sports chat said he's excited to be on a team that knows.
Yeah.
How to win a Super Bowl.
He said a team that's already knows how to win. It's been there before.
That's a little bit of a shot.
Veterans that have won playoff games, won Super Bowl. So, he did take a little shots, and you said something about Dave Burkett. Talking about the contract offered to him.
Yeah, I gotta find the article on that one. We were talking about cats during the break and stuff, looking that up. But I guess like even beyond that, I guess to address like Jamaal like up front. Sorry, thank you to the fans. Like what I think on this topic, like he's an emotional guy. He was that with the Detroit Lions. He was an emotional leader. I'm not gonna sit up here and bash him because I enjoyed Jamaal's time as a Detroit Lion, and I'm not gonna go down that road.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what you kind of should have expected out of him. I think us as humans, and maybe even like just successful humans in general, like we talk about it all the time, and the successful people talk about it all the time too. Like all these haters, I proved all my haters wrong, and when sometimes, not everybody, some people are a bit more humble about it, but like sometimes you have to like make that narrative in your head to keep you driven. You know what I'm saying? To keep you from veering off the path, and that's just probably what he's doing.
Yeah,
we've known him to be that here in Detroit. He spoke about it. You saw the post-game interview with on the Green Bay Packers. Dude broke down to tears, and then it's all dog around his mug. And respect the Detroit Lions, like all that. That's what drives Jamaal.
Yeah,
he watched a lot of anime. I hear there's great storytelling. You love it. Yeah. You're grown men, so
sure.
The storylines must be good. They gotta be good. Matter of fact, what anime character does Jamaal become in this story? Like, who's relevant to him? Like, just backstabbing everything he said from before and had you tricked and made you fall in love with him, and then bam, bad guy.
That's a good question. Kind of like Sasuke.
You calling him gay now?
Sasuke. Okay. Maybe a little bit,
Sasuke.
but it's
Sasuke.
It's tough. It's tough to see because he was a fan favorite, and that part where he's saying, yeah, like they throw some shots or it was very disrespectful. I was all right. How much do they offer him? Do they offer him $2 million a year, something like that? But there are reports out there that they offered him more than the deal he signed, which is confusing to say the least. And I think Andrew Heen puts it the best. He says, but it's a business. And that's what it is. It's a business. Brad Holmes has been upfront. He has been vocal about wanting to improve, about wanting to get better at every position. And yeah, Jamaal Williams, what he did for the Detroit Lions last year, he had a great year. Over 1,000 yards, broke Barry Sanders' record. Kind of a goal line merchant. We can all say that, and we can agree with that. But David Montgomery is a better back. He's a more complete back. He's a more elusive back. He's better in open space. He's more fit to be a number one running back on a team. So I'm cool with it. Like, I understand that he feels bad. Oh, Reiner. Reiner's a good one, Jeff Merrill. That's a really good one, actually. I should have thought about that.
Who's Reiner?
From Attack on Titan. He was like down with the squad. All his friends are dying. Everything's going, because they're like Attack on Titan. They're like fighting these giants, and the giants they're like big dumb idiots and walk around and eat people. And it turns out he was one of the giants the whole time.
But he just wasn't giant. How do you not know?
Because they
not giant?
can like turn into one.
Oh my God, I hate anime.
No, dude, it's a fantastic show. That's a good one. Reiner is a good one. That's
But
better than Sasuke. 'Cause Sasuke becomes good at the end.
Reports did come out that Jamaal was offered a deal similar to what David Montgomery got from the Detroit Lions, and it was just a duel between he and his agent, and they were out there looking for a better deal, and ultimately he fucked himself. That's something that we predicted here on this show. And by the way, we're speaking to another thing, next topic, something else we predicted that we still yet to come true, to be honest with you. But that's exactly what we said was going to happen, or what we said is going to happen. Is like he outpriced himself.
Yeah.
He thought he was worth more than what he could get, and maybe that sounds a little bit disrespectful, but like the running back position, that's what it's been the past couple of years.
Mhm.
And even just as a responsible GM beyond like the running back position, like you can't just be giving everybody the biggest type of contracts. And at a certain point too, you kind of have to set the standard for. I guess no, like you can't say that because Jamaal had a great season.
Mhm.
If you want to set a standard, you pay somebody who had a great season, but it was due to the team. You know what I'm saying? Football is the ultimate team sport. Did Jamaal have great individual success? Yes. But behind a great offensive line? Yes. It's one of the reasons why I used to hate the guard talk in the first round. Like this offensive line is great. You heard Dave Montgomery talk about salvating to play behind this Detroit Lions offensive line. It's because it was a great offensive line. They just added Graham Glasgow to it too, which I believe is an upgrade over what you had last year. Granted, last year was, again, that rotating door of bodies, but for Jamaal to be emotional about what went down, I'm not surprised. And I'm also not surprised about what happened. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because he did have a great season. He did lead the league. But at the end of the day, it was more so a team effort.
Mhm.
The most carries in between the 10-yard line, the goal line, out of everybody, 45 to 29. The next closest was 29.
And
it's a hell of a lot, almost double.
He's aging.
Mm-hmm. He is aging.
David Montgomery is younger. He is aging. David Montgomery is younger. David Montgomery is an established, number one running back.
Yes.
He can do more for a team. He is more versatile for a team than a Jamaal Williams. So if you're telling me, would I rather pay Jamaal Williams $4 million or David Montgomery $6 million, it's easily David Montgomery $6 million.
Yes.
Easily.
I was feeling you?
He was
Cool.
good.
Because I was feeling him. But I love Jamaal Williams.
That's why I don't
obviously.
wanna be mad.
Big anime guy. Big manga guy. I respect it. And he...
Big hentai guy.
Big hentai guy. And he plays... he obviously filled a very... he obviously filled a great role for the Detroit Lions and had a lot of success. But at the end of the day, when you boil it down, he's a short yardage back.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't afford to pay a short yardage back the same amount of money as you paid somebody else. David Montgomery is not just a short yardage back.
Mm-hmm.
David Montgomery can do more, and that's why he gets more money.
Fourth most broken tackles since being drafted into the NFL.
Yeah.
That's behind a weak Bears offensive line. Like, when he gets behind the Detroit Lions offensive line, I'm telling you guys, like, this sounds... Actually, I'm going to say it right now. And the only thing I think that could prevent this is injuries. David Montgomery will be a star behind this Detroit Lions offensive line. And it won't be long. You see all what's happening with Ezekiel Elliott. It's not going to be an Adrian Pearson type situation, but he's definitely going to be the Josh Jacobs type. He's definitely going to be somebody you probably want to pick up on your fantasy football team this year, if I'm being quite honest with you. Especially in the scenario if they lose DJ Chark. They're going to be running the fuck out of that football.
Yeah.
David Montgomery can be a star with the Detroit Lions. Fourth most broken tackles in the league.
Yeah. Behind
the broken-ass Chicago Bears. Come on now. Jamaal setting 1,000-yard records, breaking Barry Sanders touchdown records. Like, no offense, but what do you think that David Montgomery's going to do? It's going to be a lot more. And the tandem of him and DeAndre Swift, it's going to be nasty. We could be sad for Jamaal, sure, but he's still making millions of dollars. He still might very well be in a great situation in New Orleans because they did just sign David Carr, and it is a weak division, and maybe they will go to the playoffs. Shit, they might see the Detroit Lions in the playoffs. Maybe they come back to Ford Field. Wouldn't that be something? But how does it affect the Detroit Lions? Jamal sitting here and he's not really talking trash. He just said it was a disrespectful offer, but I'm not mad about it. If you did the playoff situation, the Super Bowl situation, sure. But again, this is an emotional guy that we know is driven by emotion. It's not anything that's going to surprise me, so I'm not going to act or react in a angry way. There's just no need to. He's a good guy at the end of the day. He always interacted with the fans. Every single last one of them. Shit, he threw football at me, and I saved everything King's life. Shout out. But I can't be too mad at Jamaal. He's still a great dude. Chris, I know you had that poster of him dressed up as a cat on your poster in your room. How do you feel about the Jamaal Williams taking shots?
There's no such thing that exists in my room.
What do you mean? It's on your ceiling.
There's no such thing on my ceiling. My ceiling is blank. But I'm overall, I'm with you guys. Like, I don't really have too much to say. I think it's one of those things where you're better off just not saying too much, because at the end of the day, Jamaal Williams did do a lot for the city, was a great teammate, meant a lot to the locker room and the organization as a whole. And this is just the unfortunate side of sports business. This is the part where, you know, they say, hey, sorry, it's a business. And all I can do is just, you know, wish Jamaal Williams the best in his next endeavor. And as for Detroit, I'm happy with who Detroit has now.
Did you get that picture of my boy?
Let's see.
He did not. I was going to say, throw it up. All right, this is just the mark of the beast.
Oh, yes.
Brad Holmes, a.k.a. the villain. He is him. This is Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back, not before we tell you about Swiss Insurance. All right? If you guys got the bag on the line, you better be insured. You better have a backup plan. And that's why you got to hit up my guy, Mark, at Swiss Insurance. That's with Swiss Insurance Group. That's my guy, Mark. Mark at SwissINS.com is the way you reach him through email. That's Mark at SwissINS.com. Make sure you hit him up. Tell him the Heavyweights sent you. It's Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
The Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck is the home of the original football bowling pig game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play and private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they got a $2 mystery beer vending machine and multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at foalingwarehouse.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo Rax. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We've got Young Chris in the TD booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos, the undefeated Cat Beaters. All right, catch us in the street if you want to meet us. Hit the like button. Make sure you guys leave a 5-star review. JB, I want to get your take on Jamaal dissing the Detroit Lions.
I mean, I don't know if it was a diss, but up front, of course, you're going to be a little upset that, you know, you didn't get to resign back with the Detroit Lions. So, of course, you're going to be a little upset and hurt. You know, that's probably where these comments came from. But at the end of the day, he still said it was all love. So I think he still, you know, appreciates the city and everything like that. But, of course, you know, you break up with your ex that first week, you know, you're going to be a little upset. You're going to be a little salty. So that's what I think it is.
That is true. That first week, like, I ain't need that bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck that bitch. About third week, you're like, who's making my food? Who's sucking my dick? I miss that bitch.
I miss that pussy head, bro. Who's gonna shave my back?
Who's gonna tickle my balls? Moving on to another Detroit Lion free agent. DJ Chark, who's in talks to meet with the Panthers today. I believe he was the number one wide receiver on the market. I feel like it's been silent because of two things. One, I think they're waiting for a couple dominoes to fall to see where his value is and what type of contract he's going to get. Maybe he ends up in a spot where he waits too long, but I still feel like he's a highly coveted piece. But at the same time, when I left a little bit of optimism for him coming back to the Detroit Lions, it was because of the first year cap hits of the deals Brad Holmes been signing. Mm-hmm. And they've all been pretty low. Cam Sutton, $1 million. Yep. David Montgomery, $3 million. I'm not familiar with Glasgow's deal.
Anzalone's $1
million. And I believe that was so they'd have enough space to bring back DJ Chark, because I feel like DJ Chark was important to this offense. As a matter of fact, I have a couple numbers that relays that too. And to to people, and I'm done saying it. I've said it a million times by now. But to the people that think that J-Mo's is going to jump in and fill this X role, and J-Mo's going to be your new DJ Chark. Play the clip, Chris. We got Ben Johnson on it. Straight from Tim 20.
Is he an X, or is he a guy you can move around, or I guess how do you view him in your
we'll
offense?
Move him around.
You're going to move him around a little bit?
Yeah. He'll be all over the place for us. I know this, when you get speed in the slot, that's very hard to defend for a defense. So there'll be times we do that. There'll be times he's X, he'll be Z, but there's a lot he can do.
Since you brought it up, let's talk about the slot a little bit.
Nope, too bad. We ain't talking about the slot no more. But it's true. J-Mo isn't that certified X you're going to put out there. He has the versatility to move around. He has the ability to do a lot of different things with his speed. He's not a guy you're going to be throwing jump balls to or throwing fades in the end zone to. So do you have that tweet from Dave Burkett about DJ Chark? Can you put that up real fast?
DJ Chark.
This made me happy when I saw this because, our guy Dave is plugged in. He says nothing official by any means yet, but with the slow developing wide receiver market, it does sound like DJ Chark and the Lions could be a thing again in 2023. And we talked about all you mentioned it already, Eazy. All of these contracts they've been signing have been middle loaded because the Lions have a lot of money to throw around next offseason. The Lions have a lot of money to throw around next year, and the cap is going to jump even more. So middle loading these and being able to maybe bring back DJ Chark for another 1-year deal, maybe stretching his deal out a little bit. It's exciting to me. I think if Brad Holmes gets DJ Chark back, that's an A. That's an A offseason.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
That would be so good. You bring in Sutton. You bring in Mosley. You re-signed Anzalone, which is probably the lowest on the totem pole in terms of the deals he made. You bring in Glasgow. I just think that
if he brings back Chark, bro, he's him.
If he brings back Chark, there's what other box? They can do anything in the draft. They can do whatever they want. Obviously, you still need some interior defensive line, and you got to think they're going to grab a linebacker probably in the second round. We've talked about there's a good crop of second round linebackers this year that they'll probably attach to. But man, Brad Holmes is cooking, bro. If he brings back DJ Chark, I'm buying a Brad Holmes jersey.
Yeah. That's honestly a great idea.
I'm gonna make what?
$20.
$signs.
Oh, $signs?
Can
That'd
you do
be hard
that?
too. I don't know if you could do that. Maybe on the customs.
Bootleg this shit.
Yeah. The same way you gave Jamaal that toy.
Make it
I
one.
won that at
Dave & Buster's.
no, round 1.
CC's Pizza.
Round 1. I remember CC's. CC's was pretty good. American Pie was better.
Never had American Pie.
Fresh cheese bread. They used to do that shit, American Pie. Every time they'd put something new on the line, they'd play it on the speaker so people know. Now serving Mama's mac and cheese.
That's actually smart as shit.
Cool Ranch jalapeno popper pizza. There's a bunch of them. That shit was fun. We used to go there after swim meets and just
So me and my swim meet team were arguing about the fucking wolf.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My brother and his friends used to whoop the shit out of me.
At the pizza place?
No, during swim.
Oh.
Because I was 5th grade when he was still on the team.
Yeah.
And they just used to kick the shit out of me bad.
You want to get him back?
I mean, I have now.
Hell yeah.
That was when I was younger. He knows not try that shit no more. Fuck you mean?
Really back into DJ Chark a little bit here. Top 5 offense, and I told you guys I had numbers to give you behind the DJ Chark evidence that how he affects this team, and honestly, they're quite telling. What do you think was the lowest amount of points the Detroit Lions scored as a unit this season?
The lowest points?
Yeah.
0.
Zero,
right? Got shot by the Patriots.
Yeah.
You think DJ Chark was active for that game?
No, I know he wasn't.
He wasn't. What's the second lowest, you think?
Against the Cowboys, what was it?
6.
Yeah.
You think DJ Chark was active for that game?
He was not.
What do you think the third lowest was?
Patriots.
12.
15.
15.
And that was at home against the Green Bay Packers. DJ Chark?
Not active.
Inactive. Those are your 3 lowest scoring totals on the season of a top 5 offense. And it's 1-0, 1-6, and the other one's just over double digits at 15. What?
Nothing.
Comment?
Yeah.
Go ahead, read it.
And so Jeremy Anderson said LMAO Spence's face got so serious. I started talking about my brother.
It got awkward. I was like, let's get back to what we were talking about. But no, the evidence is there. DJ Chark makes this offense or helps this offense go. And I think the people who are smart enough to understand that football is a team sport, it's not about who has all the stats and all the glory. John Kaminsky was one of Dan Campbell's top targets to retain this season for a specific reason. It's what you play in your role, what you open up for somebody else. Mm-hmm. Sometimes routes, you may think everybody's like on a route to actually be like thrown to. And I learned this season, it's not. Not every single route's designed for you to actually catch the ball. And that's why sometimes when you do see guys fuck up or run the wrong route, it's because that guy running his route the correct way would have meant the ball went to somebody else.
For sure.
And they would have had a clear path because of blocking, whatever else, to get a touchdown, first down, whatever you're scheduled to get, or not scheduled, scheme to get in that scenario. But what?
I'm salty. I heard Brad Holmes is so cheap that Kanye West hates him too.
Oh
my.
Jeez.
Sheesh. Man, I had a good point there. I couldn't drive it home because you guys in the Woodward Sports chat are fucking savages. But
that was savage.
Detroit Lions offense doesn't go the way you think it does without DJ Chark, and I think he's going to be back because they need him back. I think they have to bring him back, if I'm being honest with you. And if not, they got to find that in the draft, and I'm cool with that. Obviously, you're getting great talent on a rookie deal, but at that point, you guys already know how I feel about Jared Goff, and I'm sorry that it hurts your feelings. I just don't have faith in him to have gathered that rapport with that gentleman right away. I mean, even if you want to look at the Amon-Ra St. Brown relationship that they developed, and him and Amon-Ra, that's his guy, right? When he's looking for somebody, I say Chark's number 2, but that had to develop in itself too. Amon-Ra didn't do shit until like week 9.
Yeah.
And then part of that may be because of Ben Johnson, but also part of that could be because of the chemistry that he and Goff didn't have. Now, Goff has been reportedly working out with all the receivers. I don't know if J-Mo is there. I'm actually quite curious if he was now.
I don't think he was.
I don't think he was. He was liking tweets at home.
Yeah.
But
no, I think he's working out with Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley?
Yeah.
They're doing
sports betting.
Yeah, they're trying to cover spreads.
So this is how you fade that over. No, but I agree with you. You saw the familiarity, that kind of, I can't think of the word, the favoritism of DJ Chark in those high leverage situations. Like we've talked about it, the throw against the Bills that could have won the game. Fortunately, wasn't executed correctly, but he's looking for DJ Chark.
Yeah.
The throw to end the Packers season went to DJ Chark, and he caught it and made the play. That is, when you have a guy like that with that size, with that speed, how he's able to catch the ball is he's obviously going to be a favorite of your quarterback. So I think you got to bring him back for sure. I'd love to see him come back. He's a pivotal part of this offense, especially the passing game that you think is going to open up more with a run game.
Yeah.
Gets better with David Montgomery. You let J-Mo loose a little bit more. They're going to be taking more shots down the field.
Yeah.
With DJ Chark being on the other side, it'll make it so much easier for Jameson Williams to not get doubled, to not have the safety over him, because you also have to worry of the threat of DJ Chark on those deep balls. So
7 of the Lions' 9 wins came with DJ Chark in the game.
Yeah.
Put you that way. What up, though, Chris?
So this is like a more general question that can go beyond the Lions, but then we can focus it back in on the Lions because it's a 2-part thing. The first is like, I feel like this is a something we alluded to before about the correction of the wide receiver market. So what does this mean? Are wide receivers going to be taking like DJ Chark that are still on the board, the top end wide receivers, taking short-term deals and trying their luck in the next free agency? Or is this just the NFL and teams holding
it might be
firm
corrected at this point.
That's
what I'm thinking. I think it might be corrected at this point because we've seen multiple contracts signed for that $11 million now. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it was.
And the other part of it is, so if Brad Holmes in particular is doing these 1-year deals, or the first year of these deals being so all these and all these contracts are backloaded essentially. Do you think that DJ Chark then gets a front-loaded like 1 to 2 year contract, and then they try to address this? Maybe in the next draft or the next free agency, and he's just kind of for lack of a better term, a bridge guy until they can get that good elite rookie on a receiver contract. Or what do you think it is?
I think you could see a cheap deal where It's a 1 year, similar to what he signed. A 1 year kind of 10 million, 11 million, whatever it is, because you got the cap space to do it now. Or a similar contract to what they've been signing to other guys.
Mm-hmm.
To where you have, because you know next offseason the Lions are going to have a lot of money to work with. So you can kind of push those back. You can push that back to next year. They obviously are expecting the cap to jump up and get even more space. So I could see them either or, honestly. I would like to see them make a commitment, like a 3-year deal, like they've done with other, like they did with Cam Sutton. A similar deal to that, but respective to their market.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up too. How old is DJ Chark? I'm pretty sure he's like, 27, right? Or 26?
26.
Going on. Yeah. So, like, I'd be cool with a 3-year deal. But I can't speak to that yet, Chris, until we see the type of deal that he signs with the Detroit Lions. If he does sign with the Detroit Lions, I think obviously there's still a possibility that he leaves to the Panthers, especially because there's familiarity with that offense. You got Deuce Staley there. John Walsh, although he's a defensive line coach, is there too. They're pretty sure they took a couple guys over there with them. And don't forget like the assistants and stuff like that we're not even familiar with. No one knew what Tanner Strand was this year until we thought we were losing Ben Johnson. So there's quite a few people that are familiar with DJ Chark's game in that Carolina Panthers organization.
Sorry, brother, I wasn't familiar with your game.
Sorry, brother, I wasn't familiar with the game. Where do you get your haircut, Spinny?
Lady Jane's.
Glorious.
Obviously, Lady Jane's. Because you can come into Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment on your dream home up to $200,000. Lady Jane's is open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, no appointment necessary, because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Make sure you're watching WoodwardSports.com for our new show, Chompin' Puck.
He shoots! He scores!
With 4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty and Michael Gentry, Chompin' Puck is taking the Detroit hockey community and giving them a voice. Pros to Joes. You'll get the best Detroit hockey coverage around. Chompin' Puck. Saturdays 1 p.m. on WoodwardSports.com.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
What up, though? Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. That's at SpeakeAzySports _ That's my guy SpinMorax.
What up, though?
SpinMorax, SPENMORAX. Young Chris Plotty in the TV booth, the real Chris Plotty. In case you guys are wondering, there's any fake ones out there. JB Smooth, a.k.a. JB up next in the Woodward Sports booth, sound booth. I made that one up just now. No one's ever called that the Woodward Sports booth. That's what it is today, because I flubbed up. Make sure you guys leave us a 5-star review on audio platforms. What up?
8 Mile Vodka booth and 8 Mile Vodka cam.
Yeah, that was smart actually. Yeah. Wicked smart. I'm walking out getting an advertisement here soon if I can learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Anybody? Anyway, moving on. Jeff's will be joining us soon. We are going out celebrating the holiday.
He's coming in?
Yeah, he's coming in. I told him to grab a few brewskis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Do we got somebody did someone call in, JB?
No one just yet.
No one just yet?
Yep.
No okay. Thought I heard you when they were talking. I apologize.
Weirdo.
Yeah, fucking weirdo.
Fucking who the fuck is this guy?
Cam Sutton speaks to having former players as coaches.
Yeah.
What that about, fam?
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Throw it up there. Cam Sutton, this is from Tim Twentyman's podcast as well. He was asked about what it's like to be coached by former players such as Dre Bly and our boy, Defend the Glenn.
Your defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, 15 years in this league, Pro Bowl player at cornerback. Your position coach, Dre Bly, right? 3-time special Pro Bowl guy. What does it mean to you to have guys that you're in direct contact with, coaches that have been in your shoes, done what you did, and kind of took that journey to now get to where they are?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the repeated evolution of the game, the repeated, the cycle. You have great guys, obviously, first and foremost, outside of just football, great men, who have seen it all and done it all, necessarily of the game and just live the life and just have experience that, you know, myself or, you know, a lot of guys haven't been through, you know, seeing different ends of different broad spectrums of life. And, you know, they're more so, you have that coach, you know, everybody's your coach and, you know, in that sense, but, you know, they're brothers, they're family, you know what I mean? They're right there with us. They're right in the mix. I got to sit down with those guys a little bit throughout the past couple of days, and the energy, like I said, is just electric, man. Really know the game, really understand just life and just, again, principles, and just really good guys to be around. You know, like you say, you need that family around you, just of security, you know, comfortability, just whatever. Again, it's not just about just what's in the moment, you know what I mean? And you're able to build those bonds and those legacies, you know, beyond the game. And those are the relationships that I see foremost of being, you know, not just of here, my time here, and just of, you know, again, being in the building, but.
Where's that shit y'all talking now, huh? Oh, Dan Campbell doesn't know what he's doing. You can't just get a bunch of former players and put them on a staff. It's not going to work. Where's that shit y'all talking now, huh?
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Shouldn't have been talking shit. That's what happens, man. It's you got guys that can relate to them. You got guys that have been in his situation, guys that have played the same game he's playing right now. You don't think it'd be easier for you to listen to the advice, to take a lesson from someone that already did that, to listen to the advice and take the lesson from someone who has been there and done that, rather than someone who's just telling you what to do?
Mm-hmm.
No, having a coach that knows what they're talking about because they've been there means a lot to these guys. So I love it. You see, it was Cam Sutton was excited to come in here and play for guys like Dre Bly,
yeah,
and Aaron Glenn, because they've been in that position before, because they were good at what they did.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It's awesome. It just breeds a better atmosphere for these guys. They feel more comfortable. I feel like they really listen to what they're saying more, because they're like, all right, he's done it before. These are former Pro Bowlers. Like, I got to listen to what they're saying. They know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, I think it actually even truly makes them like role models in a sense too, because it's and not maybe like too many young guys that the Detroit Lions have, because this is like the youngest defense in the NFL. Are probably thinking about their future after football, but I think it gives them something to look forward to, or just them to look up to, because they're seeing themselves making a life of themselves after football. The entire life isn't just football, you know what I'm saying? And I think in explanations and articulating certain things and tricks about tricks of the trade, about actually being on the field. Like a coach can tell you schematically, this is what you got to do because of this, because of that, and maybe even tendencies that they watch on tape, but like having been through the actual reps at that actual level, I believe is something different. And like I said, I think you're able to articulate things differently that way. I think we bring this example up when we want these veteran cornerbacks in the locker room because of how Rasheem Mathis helped progress Darius Slay to what he is today. But again, that's the perfect example of a player coaching up another player because he's more familiar with what it actually takes, being in the actual reps. Waking up, traveling, being injured, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff.
They've been there before. They've done it.
Like certain coaches aren't going to be able to relate to that. Dre Bly can. He played for a very, very long time.
Yes.
The Broncos, Lions. I don't know if he won the Super Bowl, but I know he's been to the Super Bowl with the Broncos, and that's just something. That's another thing too. If he did win, and it's someone, if JB actually, can you look that up and see if he won a Super Bowl? Dre Bly.
Dre Bly. Yeah, I can look it up.
Jamie, pull it up.
JB, pull that up. But anyway. Hey, we should get that drop, actually, Joe Rogan saying that.
Yeah, we should.
But Dan Campbell's been to a Super Bowl. I don't know if AG, I don't think AG has. Antoine Randall-L's been to a Super Bowl.
Won a Super Bowl. Literally, he won it.
Like, they know.
He threw the touchdown that won the Super Bowl.
Beyond even, like, knowing what it takes as, like, an actual NFL player.
In Detroit.
These are guys that know what it takes to win as an NFL player. At the highest level as an NFL player. The fucking Super Bowl. Like, they've been there.
Yes.
And I think that's great to have on your team, even beyond like just a coach. As I said too, with Rasheem Mathis, even as a player, that's always going to be valuable to you. And I think that's why you love to have that type of situation here in Detroit. And Dre Bly, he was the fucking man.
Dre Bly was the man.
That's also pretty fucking sweet to have. Yeah.
Yeah, he won a ring with the Rams from Super Bowl 34.
Oh,
Super Bowl 34. That's what I'm saying, man.
Is that greatest show? No.
Like what you got to say holds up. No,
it
it's not the. No, it was Broncos. With Sharp.
Oh, yeah.
But that's like like, I don't know, it's easier to listen to what the fuck you gotta say. We got a big old fat ass Super Bowl ring on your finger.
Yeah.
And you can pull it out anytime. It's just like a big old dick.
I wear it.
Listen to me.
I
I got a big old
like
dick.
I wear it like on a chain.
What?
I wear it on a chain.
I would too.
Yeah.
It might be get a little annoying. They probably make fun of him. Here comes coach talking about a Super Bowl ring. But nonetheless, though, initially, if you don't
Well,
abuse
I wouldn't
it,
wear it, like,
that's why I
every
wouldn't wear it. Yeah. I would probably like.
But if I'm busting that boy out, I'm
we're
wearing it
not
on
on
a
the cusp of like going to the playoffs or like winning the division. Best believe I'm just gonna wear that shit nonchalantly.
Think of
I'm not even
but
saying
if you were
anything.
Tom Brady, I'd wear them on my fingers if I was Tom Brady.
You got all 7?
Just be like, yeah, I got 7 of them bitches.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a boss move. JB, you said we got a caller?
Yep, we got a call on the line right now. Here is Dom for you guys.
Dom, what's going on, man?
DJ Dom.
What up, boys? How's it going on a Friday?
Pretty good,
Good,
pretty
man.
good. Ready to hit the streets after this, that's for sure. How you feeling, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's for you youngins. I'm past that prime. But hey, no, I was listening to you guys, and one thing I haven't really heard anybody really talk about, and I want to give my nod to Brad Holmes even more, is how he's working out these contracts for these new cornerbacks. You know, he put Sutton on a 3-year contract because he knew that he wanted to have that solid piece he's going to have for a while. And then he put Mosley on a 1-year deal. You know, and last year, what was like one of the main topics that people were talking about was Okudah in his last couple years of the contract. So you have Mosley on a 1-year prove-it contract, and you got Okudah on his last year of his contract. So, number one, it's going to be 2 hungry guys that are number 2 and number 3 corners on our team. And then on top of that, the coaches at the end of the year, they get to look at Okudah, they get to look at Mosley, and make a determination on which one they want to keep. So it's looking like it's going to be Sutton and one of those 2 guys in the future. So that's something I haven't really heard anybody talk about, and I thought that was really interesting. And obviously Brad Holmes is the man. So.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure.
Dom, thank you for calling in.
Appreciate you, Dom.
That's something that we spoke on, like, I don't know if it was after the Mosley signing or after the Sutton signing, but we constantly just talked about, like, we talked about the culture that Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes are trying to establish, and they've constantly talked about the word competitiveness.
Yeah, the competition.
competitive nature, and we've seen it throughout the coaching staff. Year 1, they brought to the defensive line. They brought in all these edge rushers and interior defensive linemen. We're talking about freaking McNeil. Levi, thank you. Charles Harris. Year
Michael
2,
Brockers.
they continued that same situation.
Yeah.
Receiver room too, by the way. They brought competition in the receiver room. Year 2, continued that defensive line competition, and now we'll finally see it move on to the secondary. And we think philosophically, when we've heard AG speak in the past, he's always told you up front. This is a cool thing about this organization. Is like they're so confident. Yeah, they're straight up and they're transparent within their communications. Yeah. And he told you, I think first we need to build up this defensive front, and then we move back to the secondary. And like philosophically, I see that making sense. You get the guys in the front causing havoc, and then you have playmakers in the back to capitalize on it.
1,000%.
I think that's one of the reasons they've kind of undervalued the linebacker position at this point.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like the linebacker position's undervalued in the game today regardless. But nonetheless, it's been addressed. And as he said, you're going to see that competition this year in the cornerback room.
You are, and it's only going to make guys better. It's only going to bring the best out of a Jeff Okudah or a Jerry Jacobs. When you have guys like that, like Sutton's got his spot. He's there. But outside of that, you don't know who's going to be those other corners. Who's going to fill in? Is it going to be Mosley? Is it going to be Okudah? Is it going to be Jerry Jacobs? Is it going to be somebody else? Are they going to draft somebody to put back there? Because that is what these guys, again, they are former athletes. They get the competition. They have the competition themselves.
Yeah.
Deuce is gone now, but we saw that with Deuce and AG in camp, in Hard Knocks, chirping at each other, getting after it. They are built off competition like that. Like, even Braylon and D-Mac, like, still have it in them. Like, that competitiveness.
Yeah.
As hockey coaches call it, that compete level. Like, it's...
Braylon's got it for sure.
Braylon's got it for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. D-Mac does too, but he's just high all the time.
Yeah.
So, it's... That stuff doesn't leave you. And when you have these top echelon athletes going at it, fighting for those spots... It's only going to bring the best out of them. It's only going to bring the best out of the players you have out there at all times. So it's awesome, man. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see this competition in camp. I'm excited to see it translate onto the field. And they're going to make a lot of plays. It's going to be great.
1,000%. Holmes.
1,000%. Who we got? Oh.
What?
We got Mr. Ryan Ermanni and Custom Health Centers.
Oh.
On the docket.
Tell us about it.
Because Custom Health Centers can help you lose a lot of weight. They took Ryan Ermanni from Corey Spaghetti to Corey McGiddy. But in all seriousness, Ryan Ermanni did enlist the help of Custom Health Centers, and he's down upwards of 18 pounds. You can do the same. All you got to do is call them 844-789-8446. That's 844-789-8446. Call Custom Health Centers today and let them help you lose some weight.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan.
Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals in town. Plus, they will beat all competitors by $5. ChiliPeppersTanning.com. Hottest bulbs, hottest deals, darkest tans. Your vitamin D headquarters.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Me on Twitter from Jay. His Twitter name is xxghost xx_313. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one.
What is the background behind this meme, by the way?
It's Anakin.
Yeah,
right?
it's Anakin Sky. I forget what he's saying to her. He's talking about like taking over or like having control, and she says like something about like
Sparing somebody.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly the quote.
It's like when we talk about taking over with sports and like you're gonna spare like the morning show, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure you guys hit the like button if that takeover is going to come true. If you guys listen to us on a 5-star review on a podcast platform.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Coming up shortly, mates, we're going to have Jeff Freddie join the show, talking a little bit of UFC and also teasing the basketball. I had this in the intro for the other day. Do you guys feel bad that we don't talk about the Pistons as much? Or like it makes sense, all right? There's nothing really to talk about.
It does make sense. As much as you know, I'm the basketball guy here. We're all basketball guys, but I'm the basketball guy here. And, you know, what is there to talk about? You want to talk about rotation minutes for the Pistons that are the worst record in the league?
No.
I mean, you know, the one nice story is the guy who's been playing well, just got hurt, but I'm blanking on his name right now. But the G League guy that we signed for the rest of the year.
Eugene Ajuabobi or something like that?
Yes. And he's actually played well, and he's probably going to be on the roster next year. Like, I think he's earned a Rodney Magruder type contract for the Pistons next year. But that's the most interesting thing.
Yeah,
and that just shows you where you're at.
We're not talking Pistons. Yeah. Not a chance.
No.
They're trash.
Yeah. I was just asking if you guys feel bad about it.
No,
you know?
do not.
I mean, partly, but it's what it is.
It's numbers business.
Yeah. My feel badness isn't actually like for the Pistons. Well, that's actually what it's for. It's not that we're not talking about them. It's just like the fact that they fucking suck.
That's what it is.
It's tough.
It is tough.
But
you want to
love
do
the
that defense topic?
Yes. Yes. I want you to introduce it. Or yeah, go ahead.
All right. I threw it in the prep. I was looking for some things, and I just after these signings, after the additions of guys like Cam Sutton and Emmanuel Mosley, and hopefully healthy Tracy Walker, added to what the Lions already showed at the end of the year last year, how much better or how much of a jump do you think that this Lions defense can actually make? Because I talked about top 15 if you grab a guy like Jalen Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And I also wanted to talk about how many sacks do you think Hutchinson's going to get? Who do you think will lead the team in interceptions? And could you see some Pro Bowlers squeaking out of this Lions defense?
Now, yeah, you said you could see some Pro Bowlers squeaking out of this defense. Obviously, number one is probably Aiden Hutchinson. That's the first name you're going to mention. But were there multiples? I actually, sitting back on this topic just now and thinking while you were talking,
There's going to be one in that secondary.
Yeah. Should we? I don't know if we're gonna say the same name, but for shits and giggles and like
All right,
count of three, you want to say it?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Kirby
Joseph.
Joseph.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
That's
Yes, bro. Yes. Yes.
Yes. I
Slay.
could see it happening.
Yeah.
I could really see it. And I think Hutchinson, I got a little reckless with the talk, but I still believe it. If you get Jalen Carter, Aiden Hutchinson's getting 15 sacks next year.
Possibly, bro. Yeah.
With those guys on the
15's
outside line.
15's heavy. I would have said 12 or something.
But you can't double team him. You get Jalen Carter in there.
And Aiden Hutchinson was among the most double team players in the game.
And with those guys on the outside, giving him an extra second and a half to get to the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I can see some things.
And here's the beauty of it, too. Like, shortly after the Cam Sutton introductory press conference, which I hate that Brad Holmes wasn't there because I want to hear, like, him speak and Dan Campbell speak, especially after the Jamaal Williams stuff. But nonetheless, following his press conference, the Detroit Lions YouTube page posted Cam Sutton's highlights. And if you just pay attention, and this is why I said I think he's going to play the inside, a couple of those, that's where he was. He was a nickel slot, inside corner, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's where he was chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to Arthur Motes. Again, one of the reasons I like player coaches, and there's just people who are just smart at football in general. I don't want to disrespect the coaches. I mean, Bill Belichick would never made it to the NFL. He's fucking best coach of all time. But Arthur Motes, a guy who played the damn game, talked about how much Cam Sutton opened up opportunities for Mika Fitzpatrick.
Mhm.
And we kind of spoke to it during the DJ Chark segment, is that, like, not every single player is going to come with stats specifically, because a lot of times they're just playing their role. I mean, you heard Dan Campbell speak to that throughout the season all the time. He's like, the guys didn't trust each other, and they're trying to make up for other guys because they didn't know that they're going to do what they're supposed to do. But Cam Sutton's that guy for Mika Fitzpatrick. He could be that for Kirby Joseph, who I think possesses a playmaking skill set. I don't think that's even a questionable thought at this point. Like, in his rookie debut, not even his debut, but his rookie year was he could have been a fucking Pro Bowler if he had some name behind him, some name power.
Yeah.
He's just fairly new. And it's only his second year playing the safety position, bro. Like, he gets a leader who was the initial play caller, Tracy Walker, coming back.
Yes.
Cam Sutton alongside him. Mosley, who's a dog in himself. Kirby's going to have a lot more freedom to do what he wants to do. That's one of the things I love about the prospect of Kyle Hamilton is, like, you let him back there and he makes plays. We got that in Kirby. Thank God Brad Holmes is smarter than me.
That's what I was going to say. Kirby is going to have the freedom to do what he does best, which is make plays and create turnovers. And you look at him out there, man, even with, like you said, a year and a half of experience at the position, he was out there making plays. He led the league for safeties in rookie fan voting for Pro Bowl last year. Like, this guy could really unlock the swag unlock. Like, he could go after it, especially if that defensive front gets even better, which they will, which, like, guys are going to get better. They're going to improve from the rookie season. That's going to cause bigger errors. That's going to cause a lot of different things happening. And like you said, the security of having guys back there with him, like, yeah, you know, Deshaun Elliott was good, but Tracy Walker he's the captain for a reason. Like, he was the play caller for a reason. That's going to be a calming presence to a guy like Kirby Joseph. And I expect that to go crazy.
Sensational.
It's sensational. That's the GOAT right there. Next up. Over under 13.5 sacks.
For Aiden?
For Aiden Hutchinson.
This is, come on. I'm not even comfortable. Under.
Under?
Yeah. What about you?
I think
you said 15 already.
I think he's going to be right there.
Again, it's
I think he's going to be at 13.5.
It's one of those situations where sometimes a football player, and specifically on the defensive line, like, you're just asked to fill gaps and take on double teams. And I seen that happening to him last year. And a lot of the situations where Houston was eaten were same scenarios where Aiden Hutchinson was double teamed. So, like, I think everybody's going to eat on this defensive line. I think it's, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be like a true team effort. And not that Aiden isn't contributing to it, but it might not necessarily be on the stat sheet. Because he moves around sometimes too.
Over under combined sack total for James Houston and Aiden Hutchinson.
You're going to say some crazy.
21.5.
Ooh, over. Easy over.
22.5.
Over. A little bit more hesitant. 23.
Over.
Over. A little bit more hesitant. 24. I'm drawing the line.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chill a little
JB,
bit.
all right, we'll call it 22.5.
22.5.
Combined sack total for Hutchinson and Houston.
I'd probably take the over on that. 23 is probably where you gotta question it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Chris?
Over.
The man himself. Can you put a poll up for that?
Yeah.
Over under 22.5.
222s.
For Houston.
What about you?
I'm going over. I'm going over for sure. Like I said, I think Hutchinson's going to be right there at 13.5. And if you get a guy like Jalen Carter, or just not like Jalen Carter, if you get Jalen Carter, it'll unlock a lot more things.
So especially if they go and get, I don't want this to happen, but Tyree Wilson, like, maybe that opens things up for Aiden there too. But I doubt it. I
just don't want Tyree Wilson.
I don't want Tyree Wilson either. I don't. There's no allure for me to want. We have
We've
Tyree
got
Wilson and Romeo
home.
Quara.
Yeah.
I just no.
Like, no, we're not stopping for Tyree Wilson. We have Tyree Wilson at home.
Yeah.
It's Romeo Quara.
Exactly.
You got Tyree Wilson money?
My bad. I'm putting the poll in right now.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what this team could do. I'm excited to see how much this team can grow. Who do you think leads the team in interceptions? You got a lot of new faces back there. I mean, obviously, if you think he's Pro Bowler, it's going to be Kirby Joseph, right?
Yeah, it's going to be Kirby Joseph. Or maybe even Cam. Because they're both in that little middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Tracy Walker's going to act almost as like a third linebacker. Depending on, I think this defense, depending on the draft, I feel like the defense could be totally different from what we saw last year, too. I've already been on record saying that I think the 4-2 was because of the lack of linebacker depth or quality at the linebacker position. By the way, Chris Ward signed with the New England Patriots. But,
$3 million a year.
$3 million?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like 2 years, $6 million.
Well, I can't hate on that because Bill does.
He knows.
He knows what he's doing over there. But yeah, probably Kirby or Sutton. I'd assume. I mean, Sutton really tied the league this year in pass breakups and
Irvish Saha says
number
Mosley.
one. What'd you say?
Irvish Saha. I hope I probably just butchered his name, but he says Mosley.
Mosley, maybe. I haven't been like too vocal about this because I don't want to be the party pooper, but there are some like. People want to talk about DJ Chark injury concerns with Mosley. I think there's a reason why he just went for that 6, and he's still that caliber of player. What he could be.
Yeah, proven deal.
He definitely has. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of an injury history. And some of the games he missed too in the early on of the season. And I'm not 100% familiar with like what went down. I know he was undrafted free agent to the Titans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But I don't know if those are injuries or him just like breaking his way into the starting lineup type shit. You know, like James Houston. James Houston obviously seemed pretty fucking good, but in the beginning of the year didn't get a lot of PT. So I wonder, like, with Mosley's, when you're looking at those games played early on in his career, is that due to injury or is that due to, like, demanding some respect in this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, we have Jerry Jacobs who played immediately as an undrafted free agent, but we also had nobody to play the position. Detroit Lions, I tried to explain this to everybody who was hating on AG, and why I started to defend the Glenn chant was because the Detroit Lions were in unprecedented territory.
Yeah.
They're trying to spark the rebuild with $30 million
so
quarterback.
many young teams. Yeah.
Yeah. The youngest
young
defense.
players, just guys who've only played the position for a year. Like, you got to give them some time for sure.
JB, you got the Lions going to the Super Bowl. Who are the Pro Bowlers on the team to you?
I think even though he's newly signed, I really do think Cam Sutton's going to show out. He just wants to prove himself. As you guys said, it's going to be a competition in camp. It's going to be a competition when it comes to games, too, because everyone's going to try and one-up each other. You just know that something's going to pop off there. So give me Cam Sutton for most interceptions.
What about Pro Bowl?
Pro Bowl?
Yeah, who's going to Pro Bowl?
Oh, Houston for sure.
Houston?
Yeah.
James Houston?
Yep.
Not Hutch?
I'm cool with that.
Runner-up vote.
Wow.
Give me Houston on this one.
Okay. That actually goes to something I was going to ask. Is we all know that Houston last year was the sack specialist. You doing the drum? Okay, no. I thought he was going to do. I wanted him to do the drums for that. But I think James Houston has a real chance at being the sack leader, not Aiden Hutchinson. Tried to cue it up for him.
You doing the No.
Well, then before you even did it, you did it yourself.
Yeah, I know.
It's cool. I know you did it on purpose.
I did.
That's what you're going to tell me later anyway. No, I was cool with that. I meant to do that. Anyway.
Appreciate you, JB.
No,
I got you.
Listen, JB's betting on black. He's being a little racist towards 800. It's cool. But like I said though, like in football, you don't always need Dominican Sue. Man, I'm not gonna.
Hey,
I don't want to throw my guy under the bus like too hard right now, but my guy I have this morning was trying to call Sue a bus, and then at some point it turned to a conversation about sacks. But interior defensive linemen again, especially sometimes it's about commanding a little extra attention so other guys can get their one-on-one matchups. So they're gonna win. You know, it's so even if I could see Houston definitely leading the team in sacks. I mean. Because Aiden's gonna be the one.
I mean, he had the better pace. Like that was the part I was going with.
For sure.
Is that he had the better pace than Aiden Hutchinson. Now, granted, there was no film on him, anything like that, but I do think there's a real chance in which he has more sacks than Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
But Aiden Hutchinson probably gets more reps, right? So that'd probably lean in his favor.
He played at a phenomenal rate this season. No off snaps. Spinney was a big proponent of bringing that to people's attention, but. Man, this year he might be a little bit more lax. Romeo, Julian.
Got a better rotation for sure.
I can't wait for football season. No.
Oh man, that was funny. I'm sorry. Let me tell you guys about Guardian Alarm, because Guardian Alarm often use customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 local monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who've been proven to care. So call them at 1-800
Stay out.
That's 1-800
Stay out
right now and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
What up, though? Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man, Spitmo Rex.
What up, though?
Chris the T.U., JB Smooth. What?
The hashtag clown sauce gets me every time, especially when he does it himself. That's just so funny.
He knows. Is Ryan clown sauce right now?
No, I think he's just saying because you guys said Houston's gonna have more sex.
Oh, it wasn't. And I mean, look at the pace of this year. And it's funny too. I remember listening to Aiden talk about it, and like, I don't want to say that he was jealous, but he joked about being jealous. You know what I'm saying? But because he knows he's part of the reason those sacks are coming. Now I'm not diminishing Houston's. I obviously saw what Houston's done. Houston, we have a problem. The problem, it's a real thing. We see it with inconsistency, but in those situations, if you watch the tape, the econ, you'd see Aiden getting doubled, especially the one I believe that was on against the Bills. I noticed that. I think Houston's gonna have a hell of a role in this year's defense too, man. I really do. Like, I'm looking back at that Chicago Bears game at Ford Field and just how versatile he was, bro. Like, that shit was nasty. Literally, it was at the line. Dropped back in coverage, went back from out of coverage, to whoop up on Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Who at that time and point was like the best scrambling quarterback in the league. That
was a
cleaned
nice
him up.
play. That was a nice play.
And he's like undersized too, quote unquote.
He's sick, bro. He is sick with it. Like,
He's sick with it, mate.
We've seen the hezzy.
Mm-hmm.
That was dirty.
He's doing basketball fucking moves.
The bend
on the football
the bend.
field.
Like the guy has a natural,
yeah,
natural talent of just killing the quarterback.
That is fucking. He's literally crossed somebody over.
Yeah.
As defensive, he had a pass rush move that involved him not even fucking touching the fucking offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's nasty, bro. Shit's nasty. Chris, what were you about to say?
Yeah, just to go off of, I know we've had this conversation before, but I wanted to have it again. The idea of just how much of James Houston, we know that he did have the benefit of just being this kind of unknown commodity for defense or for offensive lines to prepare for, because they didn't really have much film on him. So how much do you think that did play a factor? I mean, we're all acknowledging here that he's very skilled, but how much of that played into a role, you think, of his just absurd sack rate that he had?
I was not listening. I apologize. I was texting
100%.
Rob. Say it one more time. I'm so sorry.
100%. Just James Houston's sack rate was unbelievable last year. We talked about it, and how much of it was a luxury of defense or offense not knowing how to prepare for him because he was this unknown commodity. How much of that would you equate into it?
I think like one of the reasons I had Des Walker on was like the shit that he was doing was stuff that like we haven't seen. It was like some old school stuff like that. Coach Des Walker is the man for a reason. Like he's helped usher many of pass rushers into the NFL.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have succeeded. Max Crosby's one of them too. Like he's one of the best pass rushers in the league right now, and he just knows people by their body type too. So like I think he truly was bringing something, one that offensive linemen obviously weren't familiar with, and I think you look back to the season, Taylor Decker said a couple times too, like we've been waiting for this kid to come up because he's hitting us with stuff in practice that like we didn't even know what to do, and we like specifically asked for him to stay in those reps so they could keep like seeing it, so because they don't want that shit to happen to them in a real life game. Like Coach Des Walker pulled out some shit that we haven't seen since what do you say, Bubba Baker, who was another Detroit Lion. Like no, James Houston is a real thing. I don't want the Aiden Hudson double team situation to like diminish that fact at all. James Houston is a problem.
Like they realized it.
Yeah.
And they adjusted to it, and they still couldn't stop him. Like when teams saw a couple games of him and were like, oh shit, like this guy's pretty nasty. We should probably do something about this. They still couldn't stop him. And like I said, he has just an innate God-given ability to get to the quarterback. Like the bend, we talked about it with Coach. The bend he has, at his size, it's so difficult for those big, ugly left and right tackles to get their hands on him. And he's so speedy that he gets to the quarterback so quickly. He embarrasses people out there. He embarrasses left tackles. He embarrasses right tackles because they can't touch him because he's able to contort his body. He's so fast. His pad level is so low that when they try to reach for him, they're immediately out of position, and he makes them pay for it.
Yep. And Marcelo Ventura on the Woodward Sports Chat says Houston's in a contract year. No, that's facts. That's maybe even something to make him more hungry. You know what I'm saying? Chris, just go ahead and say it on there. I couldn't get to my phone in time.
He's just he's trying to get on.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to get on.
If you guys didn't know, we have UFC number 6 over bantamweight. I was trying to say ranked in weight. My bad. My guy Rob Font is joining the show shortly. He's gonna break down UFC 286 with us, do some picks. It's over in London, isn't it?
Somebody just said, I don't know where it is. Chat's going pretty fast.
What?
But they saw a mock. Oh, Neil Ebner. Wow, I just saw a mock with Will Levis to the Lions at 6.
Wow.
How would you feel about that?
I mean, again, based off my philosophy,
You'd have to ride with it, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't go against the thought process. And then again, you gotta look at who's like making the call. It's Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes, he's him. You feel me?
Yeah.
But we're gonna get let's take a quick break while we get Rob situated. Come back and talk some UFC, and I'm talk some shit in the chat. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Hell yeah, for sure. Let me tell you first, about Seafood Fest. Because Seafood Fest is back at Big Boy, so catch it while you can. Some of the favorites during Lent, like shrimp Alfredo, shrimp stir fry, and the new fish sandwich. Go to your local Big Boy today, and don't forget the all-you-can-eat fish fry buffet on Friday nights. Check out Big Boy and satisfy those taste buds.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Chili Pepper Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless, sanitized rooms with trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals where they beat all competitors by $5. $5. And while you're there, do yourself a favor. Pick up some of the fan favorites. Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotions. ChiliPepperTanning.com. The hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans. Come on, y'all. You know where to go. It's ChiliPepperTanning.com.
Do you still got Rob back, or you hop back in yet?
Let me double check. No.
Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spin Mo Rex.
What up, though?
We got the Woodward Heavyweights. We got Young Chris and TD Move, JB Smooth, the 1s and 2s.
Where's Jeff at?
I don't know.
Lacking.
Damn, everybody ghosting us.
I know, man.
For real.
Well, Rob was on. We just had some technical difficulties with that one, but I did tell him to get something to drink. So maybe that's what he's doing. Buys me a little bit of time, though, because I do have to make the clip after the show.
Mm-hmm.
But UFC 286, Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. I'm still mind blown that this is, even like leading up to this and listening to like a little bit of the press conferences, the sit downs at least. It is wild to hear like Kamaru spoken as a challenger, like spoken of as a challenger, or can he do it, or can he get the belt back? And like, I don't know, it's just kind of wild. And if I'm being honest with you, we had the conversation, like Leon is better on the feet.
Yeah, but I don't know. Kamaru dominated him for that whole fight.
He did.
And I think he's going to do the same.
Yeah, I almost feel like, and I'm excited to talk to like Rob about this too, but it almost feels like Leon's like overly confident that he's going to do that again. Like, yes, it can happen again, but like, what is the likelihood? You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, he was getting got the whole entire time, but he was even bragging about taking him down and holding him down in the first round. But like, if you watch the fight back, even that was like, no offense, kind of luck.
Yeah.
But he was like bragging like he did it. Because here's the thing too, is like if you did it and you had intended to do it, which at some point obviously during the transition he did.
First time somebody's took him down in his career.
Exactly.
Ever.
Then you would have done it again.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case. You got worked the entire fight.
I think Usman's gonna dog walk him, bro. I just think he's a better all around fighter. I think now he's not gonna fight conservatively because he's not protecting the belt. You know, he needs to go take it.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a hungry Usman. Like,
yeah.
You remember his fight against Tyron Woodley when he took the belt?
That shit was so boring.
It was boring as fuck, but he just laid on top of him and punched him in the face for 25 minutes.
Fucking mad boring.
Like, Tyron Woodley was just like sitting there like this.
I was so
Usman
pissed.
was just wild. Like,
I was so pissed.
Dominated him for 25 minutes.
Dog, I tried to be a Tyron Woodley fan. I really did.
Yeah.
He just kept disappointing me. Like,
he fell off big time.
Like a big,
Yeah, big time.
I guess, and then like, obviously he won against Darren Till, but then you saw what come with Darren Till like afterward. Like he's not even in the UFC anymore.
Yeah.
But
and then you got my boy Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje versus
versus Fiziev.
Fizarov.
I don't
fucking know how to say
butchering it, but Justin Gaethje's a fucking savage, bro. He does not care. He will fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. And that's why I love him, dude. And he hits like a fucking truck.
My bad. I was
no, you're good. You're good. The guy is a monster.
Raphael's a beast in his own respect too. Like, dude's been knocking. He's a Muay Thai fighter by trade.
Yeah.
Monster, killer.
Yeah.
And Gaethje's a monster killer too.
It's gonna be such a good fight.
And I should have actually just saved this picture and gave it to Chris like for today. But there's a video of Fizarov like literally dodging a kick and got some Matrix shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, how do you even like do that shit? But that's the type of dude he is. But at the same time, like. He let some shots leak through too because he's trying to be a little bit too cocky with it.
Shout out to Mustache Mike in the chat said.
Shout out.
Usman and his bad knees on the way out.
Ooh, I did think that
slick.
too.
He's talking slick. Like, Usman's winning this fight. I'm like, put the house on it.
I would put that. Usman did say I'm feeling violent.
Yeah.
They asked him
he's gonna be aggressive. Like he's not. He doesn't have to fight complacently. He has to attack. He has to go get his belt back.
But it's him.
It's gonna be like Georgie. Like when you fucking.
Yeah.
Lumped up Georgie.
But you think he's doing it the wrestling way, right? Like there's no way.
Well, yeah, that is his path to success is to out wrestle him, obviously.
Yeah. So it might be the same ass fight one, really.
No, I think if he gets him on the ground, he's gonna inflict some punishment.
Yeah, or at least like
I could see Usman by TKO in the third.
I get confused with the wrestlers too. Is like they always like they're great at like leaving you, holding you to the ground and pounding you, getting you to the ground. Why? I struggle with this with my guy Baby Hulk too because I want him to be like great. They never really go for submissions, but they're such great grapplers.
No, yeah, I mean, because
I guess I know wrestling by trade, American wrestling isn't like there's no subs.
Yeah,
but I still feel like I don't know. You would like chain that into your grappling a little bit.
I mean,
more.
John Jones does it. Like,
yeah,
you know. But
yeah, you're right.
It's when it's there, they take it. But if they could just lay on top of you and punch you in the face for 5 minutes, like
yeah.
That's easier than I feel like it's way less tiring than trying to go for subs. Because if you go for a sub and you don't get it, that tires the shit. Like look at fucking T City, man.
Yeah.
He went for 2 subs against Volk, had them both.
That's true.
And Volk got out of them, and he was just tired.
But that
as
was
shit,
also like
because that takes so much out of you trying to fucking choke a dude out for 30 seconds, like.
Mm-hmm.
And if you first of all, it tires you out. Second of all, it's demoralizing.
Yeah.
Like. It's like, dude, I was just fucking choking the shit out of this guy, and he's still fine.
And I'm fucking T City.
Yeah.
But that's like that's not happening like in any ordinary fight. Like that was like just some wild shit. Even he said I was gurgling. Like he had me. And he let go because he thought he just didn't have him at that point because he fucking had him forever. That shit still blows my fucking mind.
Dude, I love Volk, man.
Volk is pound for pound.
Oh, for sure.
I wish.
Well, no, he's not.
To me,
he's pound for pound number 2.
Yeah, whatever.
John Jones pound for pound number 1.
It's just come on, guys.
Go.
The Reyes fight was so fucking close. Like if that was like, if people remembered the way that fight went down,
was real close too.
Huh?
The Cyril Gane fight was pretty close.
No, it wasn't.
Not at all.
Cyril Gane's only had fucking 12 fights his entire career.
Yeah.
It's a fairly young guy, fairly young MMA career,
and he got outclassed. And he's gonna dog walk Stipe too.
Yeah, outclassed Dom Reyes is all I'm saying. I'm just saying in the relevancy of like his last couple fights. He's not pound for pound. I still think it's Volk.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
I
don't hate on you for that. Like Volk is.
Yeah.
What Volk did against, Islam, I was like, yeah, he's a dog. He should have won that fight, man.
Yeah.
If it were like, if there was fucking another minute added to that fight, Volk would have won.
Yeah, I agree.
Like he was getting in his ass in that 5th round.
Evan, Detroit Dabber 313 in the Woodward Sports chat says, Eazy, you see that Jeff Molina thing? Whoever leaked that, such a low life. I want to ask you. I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
No.
Do you know what it is?
No.
So I guess so Jeff Molina is, I think he's a lightweight.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. He was an up-and-comer. He was actually really good. I think he knocked out his last opponent.
Marvin Vittori's on this card?
He got suspended because of his coach was James. Oh, I can't think of his last name right now. Whatever it was, it's the coach that was doing the gambling.
The gambling,
shit. Yeah, some hot boy shit. Jeff Molina's an up and comer, and I guess online someone posted some some sus stuff. Jeff Molina doing some sus stuff. The video was like out. Yeah. I don't know if it's him doing it or like.
I mean,
something. Yeah, I don't.
Still whoop your ass.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't have no issue with that. One of the best.
That's fucked though.
It is fucked.
Get exposed like that.
But now we have the first openly gay male fighter in the UFC.
Is he open? Has he like addressed it?
Yeah, he said like this isn't the way I wanted this news.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but something about like he didn't want this news to break about his private life, or that's not the way he would have done it, obviously. But, yeah. Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, that's
but like
good for him though.
Yeah, the mixed martial arts community, I feel like it's just like so accepting.
Very accepting.
Like the people that are actually like in the community. There's like fans of like UFC, just like the violence guys.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not so much those guys, but the people that actually like train together or like have been like part of those like.
Extremely accepting.
Yeah, dude, it's such a grind. It is one of the. Actually, I'm just gonna say right now, it is the hardest sport to grind out of.
Oh, for sure.
Even when you make it professionally, you're not making dick.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Even at the highest level.
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
The fucking one of the biggest draws, if not the biggest draw in the fucking sport, wasn't making dick. Respectively.
Exactly. No, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
So like and they work the regular jobs obviously because you have to pay for your stuff, and then your practice to get better. A lot of times, at least if you're sparring, I know some people don't spar anymore. It's like the new thing, but getting your ass beat, putting your body through like
putting your fucking hours in, like it's a grueling process. It's literally fucking gladiator fights. Like you're locked in a cage against another human and you're trying to kill them.
Yeah.
Like this is primal fucking gladiator shit.
In your fucking undies, bro.
Yes.
I couldn't imagine walking out dressed like that, just in general, to the middle of an octagon. And on top of like the fact I might get my ass kicked while in my underwear.
Yeah.
Like, dog, that's wild to think about.
That shit's I love that shit, man. And like I said, it's my I've been to a Red Wings playoff games.
Yeah.
Been to Lions home games. Haven't been to a Lions playoff game, hopefully.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
I've been to Pistons playoff games. A live UFC event is the most electric atmosphere I've ever witnessed in sport. Also, we had great seats and it was a fire fucking card.
Do you have pictures from the seats?
Yeah, probably. I probably got some.
Some of the bad boys of Chris, but no, that's fucked. I do feel bad for Jeff Molina, but what?
Those fucking body shots that Stipe was hitting DC with.
Oh man,
you could hear them those bitches were deadly, man.
I'm a DC fan, so like that hurts.
I love Stipe.
That hurts.
But I love John Jones more.
God damn, I don't remember the context of it, but you know people always make fun of the way Stipe talks.
Yeah.
They always like give him like fucking subtitles and shit. What the fuck was I about to say though? Oh, back I guess real quick on the Jeff Molina thing before we get back to break or go to break is I feel extra bad for him because of the suspension. And his suspension revolved around like some sketchy shit. So like it's quite a possibility that he might not just come back in general.
Damn.
And one of the last things to remember him by is like that kind of sucks.
That is fucked.
Kind of sucks. No pun intended.
No pun intended. That's fucked. But that card, Mustache, if you're still in the chat, what card was that? What card was it? I'm trying to remember. Cause
DC versus Stipe?
Yeah, the second one.
Oh, I don't know. I remember it was in August.
241. UFC 240. Because it had Paulo Costa and Yoel Romero were on that card too.
Yeah.
And that was a fucking banger, dude. Yeah, Stipe versus DC, Nate Diaz versus Anthony Pettis, Paulo Costa versus Yoel Romero, Derek Brunson versus Ian Hedsich, Corey Sandhagen was on that card.
Was that the one Tricky Sean broke his foot on?
No.
I think you're reading off the first one.
No, this is the card I was at. No, this is the first one. Wait.
Motherfucker Jones.
No. This is the one I was at. Stipe defeats Daniel Cormier. Nate Diaz defeated Anthony Pettis. Paulo Costa defeated Yoel Romero.
Well, Stipe beat him twice.
Yeah, but no, this is the one I was at. Because it was in Anaheim.
Oh, yeah, the last one.
Yeah, Honda Center, Anaheim, California.
Yeah, you're right, because the other one was in quarantine. During quarantine.
Must have sent me pictures. I'm going to send them to Chris.
Shout out. All right, well, let's go to break real quick. Send them during break and tell us about SMA.
I will, because SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency, helps spread awareness about mental health or substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, make sure you head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Make sure you're watching WoodwardSports.com for our new show, Chompin' Puck.
He shoots! He scores!
Two-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty and Michael Gentry. Jonathan Puck is taking the Detroit hockey community and giving them a voice. Pros to Joes. You'll get the best Detroit hockey coverage around. Jonathan Puck. Saturdays 1 p.m. on woodwardsports.com.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you check out woodwardsports.com if you're listening for podcasts. Anywhere you get a podcast. Anywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, XNXX, Pornhub, anywhere.
Honestly,
leave a 5-star
we should start
review.
uploading there.
We should.
I feel like that's great marketing. Like,
that is great marketing.
It's definitely a demographic. Like, we're gonna find men 18 to 30.
Yeah.
Who like? So I'm sure people watching porn like sports. They're both watching balls.
Yeah.
Getting dribbled.
O'Malley wasn't on that card, but it was Nate Diaz versus Anthony Pettis was the co-main event.
Yeah.
But Paulo Costa and Yoel Romero was up.
Yeah.
That was a scrap, dude. They
No, I
were
remember.
getting after it.
That should have been a tie, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was definitely a tie.
That was such a good fight, man.
No, you're. The only reason I thought the O'Malley one was on the third fight. Oh, you got pictures?
You got the video?
Yeah, I got the video.
The video.
Is this
What
like
do
a
you want first, the
UFC
video?
thing, or
Huh?
Yeah, we'll get in trouble with UFC playing the video? What is the video?
It's a recorded video.
From
Fuck
the-
it. Run it.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's not. I don't think it's.
I
there.
Home houses since 1872. And Motel 6, when you're ready to tap out, check in and say, we'll leave the light on for you. And focus on that recent gold chip octagon winner, Derek Williams. And now, this fight is 3 pounds.
All right. You take it off.
Then put the picture up.
Okay.
Why the fuck did we just watch that?
Huh?
It was just,
Those are pretty good seats, though.
I thought we were gonna put up a picture. What'd you say?
Those are pretty good seats,
No,
though.
Yeah,
those
bro,
are
they
those
were
are really good seats, actually.
Great seats. It was like 4 rows from, like, the general admission. Or VIP.
I know the atmosphere is lit, and I don't want to discourage anyone from like.
Every single person should go watch a live UFC fight.
I just like watching better on. I think you could see the actual fight better.
I don't know.
Well, I guess you can watch the big screen.
Yeah, you can watch on the big screen. Every person in here should go see a live UFC event. It is so electric.
Furry over hentai.
They got to come back to
Exactly,
Detroit,
it's
bro.
chat right now.
Yeah, furries are weird, man.
All right.
That shit's wild.
You ready for the pick'em?
Yeah, yeah.
Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman.
Kamaru Usman, TKO, 3rd round.
TKO.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll go TKO 4th round. Actually, you want to bring the hot dog soup back for this?
No.
I'm down to bring the hot dog soup back, boys. Why not?
You want to?
Chris pick, the JB pick. Chris, what are you doing tomorrow night?
I don't know. I was planning on trying to watch the fight somewhere. So
Yeah, hit us up. JB's grab a spot.
Okay, let's
Come
do it.
through.
I'm down.
All right. I got Kamaru. The tiebreaker would be your TKO 3rd round.
All right.
Mine. All right. Will you write them down? I'll write them down. Fuck
You're
it.
writing them down already?
I just don't know how you did it. You had a whole system. Usman 3rd. Spinny. All right. Chris. Almost called you by your old name.
Who do you got?
Oh, Usman all day. Usman all day.
Give us your like.
How does he win?
Yeah.
Oh. TKO 4th round.
That's mine. You can't take it.
I can't do that.
No.
You just go decision.
Yeah, I'll go decision.
JB.
I don't think it's going decision, but give me Usman TKO in 2nd.
Ooh.
All right. TKO 2nd. All right, mates. Justin Gaethje versus Rafael. I'm going Gaethje knockout round 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Gaethje knockout round 2.
Easy round 1. Spinny 2. Chris, I'll let you go first last time. I'll let JB go first this time.
Awesome.
Who you got, JB?
Give me Gaethje to go the distance.
Gaethje to go distance. Horrible bet. I'm playing. I can see that. You said KO round 2?
He said go the distance.
No, but you.
Yeah, knockout round 2.
And then JB decision.
And who's he fighting again?
Rafael
Fiziev.
Fiziev.
Give me Rafael by decision.
I mean, I could see that too.
That's crazy. I don't know who the hell that is.
All right, Chris Rafael. I guess for these other ones, we don't really have to say like by decision or not because the tiebreaker would be like the main event, right? Unless we all got it wrong. Gunnar Nelson versus Brian Barberena. If you guys don't remember Brian Barberena, he's the one that fought Robbie Lawler that last fight. He's kind of young. He's a brawler.
Yeah.
Robbie actually still almost kind of beat him low key. Versus Gunnar Nelson. Gunnar Nelson used to be a dog, but he's getting up there in age. I'm gonna go with Gunnar, I think.
I am too.
Yeah? Chris?
Who's the fight again?
Gunnar Nelson versus Brian Barbacola. I'm just kidding. Let's go.
Look who it is.
Hey.
El Jefe.
Hey, shout out.
Hey, Jacob.
What up, what up?
Bonjour.
Shout out,
How you doing,
El
sir?
Jefe.
Spencer.
Happy St.
Nice
Patty's
to meet you,
Day.
brother. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Jeff. Thank you, dude.
Good to see you, bro.
We hop on the mic real quick for your
Hop
prediction,
on the mic,
Jeff.
We gotta get your picks.
For sure.
I kind of feel bad because everyone's gonna say who's truly saying Leon. You're not saying Leon, are you?
Yeah, you're not taking Leon, are you? Jeff, you taking Leon?
I'm gonna go Usman.
Yeah, you gotta go Usman.
Bro, there's like a stat. I don't know what the exact stat is, but it's like the whoever wins the second fight typically wins the series.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, and I think Kamaru's gonna win. Yeah, it's weird. So like maybe Leon has that advantage because he knocked him out, but Usman, dude, he's
The context of the fight, bro. Usman was winning
context
the
of
whole entire
fight.
time.
Like
I don't like how cocky Leon is either.
I don't either. But it's in his hometown, and he knocked out Usman, so he's got the bragging rights.
I'm with you.
I'm just a big Usman fan, and I'm a big Leon fan. Like me and my buddy, we watch a ton of UFC fights, and even I was on here. We talked about Leon and Kamaru, and all of us gave Leon credit.
Yeah.
But come on, bro, you watched that last fight. Like Usman,
Yeah.
he broke his will until that obviously that face kick. But before that, dude,
you heard his corner. The reason why I said your corner's like you have to fucking knock this guy out. You're getting your ass kicked.
I laughed when Usman was bringing that up at the press conference. He's like, Rocky, come on, Rocky.
Is that what he's saying?
He kept mocking
I missed
him.
the press conference.
You let him bully you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yo, I missed that. I didn't see that.
He was bodying him. He was demoralizing him. I had Usman by TKO in the third.
I don't think it's going to be any different this time. But
No,
Yeah.
It's gonna be, yeah.
But
I think it'll be similar to last fight, but just no head kick.
The one thing, yeah, exactly.
That's what I could see.
That's what I said too. The one thing I could see though is like the way Usman's saying he feels violent this week. And if it's like the same thing with my bad. Same thing with help me out. Mustache said it. Is Usman just gonna? Oh, that was close.
That's how you do it.
But no, Usman's gonna go for like two. You know what I'm saying he's gonna go for the KO. Yeah, it's dangerous. It don't matter. We got 2 minutes left. Usman's gonna go. He's gonna be overly aggressive. It's possibly he stays overly aggressive. If we're being real about it, Leon's still the better stand-up fighter in that scenario.
Facts.
But Usman's also smart. That's why he's not a stand-up fighter because he knows he's not good at it.
Yeah.
Although he did try to stand up with Jorge, he did end up knocking him out though. I will say that.
And I guess the one way to catch Kamaru, I feel like he's been working on that this whole time.
Yeah.
Which is like the way he dips his head.
Yeah.
Which that was like.
DC, it's a wrestler thing. DC did it too.
Yeah. It's just. And I think Usman, I mean, you know who's the bigger guy to watch too is his trainer, Trevor, who's like 0-3 his last 3 fights with, you know, your Gaethje,
he's getting ran through the
Usman,
mud
Rose.
But he's still good.
He's taking nothing but L's. So I'm looking at
He's about to be 2-0 tonight though, or tomorrow.
Yeah, I can see that. Gaethje and Usman. I'm going with them.
Yeah.
All right.
That's gonna be a scrap.
Dude, yeah.
That's gonna be a scrap.
Scoop.
Yeah.
Kobe's a backup?
Yeah, Kobe weighed in. But everyone made weight, so Kobe's just...
He's just chilling.
Fuck Kobe Covington, dude.
By the way, how do you beat George Masvidal and now you're a backup for a title
He's
fight?
a bum.
How does that make any sense?
He got dropped in the streets by Georgie.
He got the
Yeah.
he got the 2-piece in a soda.
Guys are bummed. But that'll do it for us tonight.
Hold on. Scoot or Miller?
You know me. Come on. Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
Okay.
You kidding me?
All right.
That's obvious.
That's my guy, dog. Another guy to watch, Walker. Jerace, I think his name is. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I've seen it on Twitter. I haven't watched him.
I've been seeing more and more of the kid. The only two guys I've been watching, Brandon Miller and Scoot. That's the only 2 guys I'm focused on, which is not good because if you pick 4 or 5.
Amin Thompson?
Amin Thompson, I watched too, but he plays an overtime elite. Like, I don't know. I catch highlights and stuff like that, but Brandon Miller's probably the one I watch the most of. So that's why I'm so high on him. I know people will say, well, he's got stuff going on off the court. I don't give a damn. Could you shoot the ball? Could you shoot the ball and could you guard multiple positions?
Yes.
That stuff off the court.
Hey, easy. Wings.
When you rings.
All right, that'll do it for us today. We appreciate you all tapping in and watching the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure to leave a 5-star review on all podcast formats. For the man to my left, the one and only Speak Easy, Chris Platty in the TD booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos, our boy Jeff in the chair. I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and make sure if you guys are out there, don't drive, call an Uber, be safe, but enjoy St. Patrick's Day. Peace.